Daily Broadside, day 120. I cannot stand people that park in handicapped spots that aren't handicapped. Oh, just because I'm just running in for a second. Leave the car running, a 4-year-old strapped asleep in the back. You know, I can't stand it. And it's always the people that are the lowest of low rent of all of us as humans that do this kind of crap. Everybody that's entitled, that they're more important. I've never been handicapped and I've never needed a handicap placard, but I've seen a lot of people that seriously do. And even though you're just running in for a minute, well, maybe the handicapped person who's okay to use that spot, because that's what it's for, might be coming in just right behind you, and they might need it. It just ruins society for me. I hate the fact we will never get anywhere because simple stuff like that can't take place. You know, you could park for free right there, like 11 feet over, but you want to break the law and be a douchebag instead. I saw a guy on a hoverboard yesterday playing basketball, and when I say a hoverboard, he was on balancing on 4 drones, looking like Serpentor riding around on a little disc with wings underneath it, and then of course he fell and destroyed the thing, which probably cost like $8,000. I don't think we're ready for that in this society. We ain't the Jetsons yet. And you know, the more I hear Joe Biden talk, the more it really is true that we could have gone to any old folks home in America a couple years ago and picked out any old senile man with hard candy and a coin purse and picked him to be our president if all he has to do is read off a teleprompter and gobble up his words. I mean, it's so painful listening to that dude try to cobble together sentences, man. It's ridiculous. And I feel, for some odd reason, fairly certain that I could dig myself out of an avalanche if it came over top of me. And I was watching some people save a sea turtle last night, and it occurred to me that being a sea turtle, and I'm talking about one of these huge turtles, you know, they can't stick their neck out and flip themselves back over, but being a sea turtle is a lot like being Aaron Ralston, you know, the guy that got his hand and arm stuck and amputated himself in that rock out in the desert. And because at any moment you could just be flipped upside down, and you know, you're done. That's just where you die, unless a couple humans come by or a huge wave. You're just gonna sit there and die upside down. Yesterday, I also saved a skink, a little baby skink. I was putting something together, and apparently this little baby skink, and this thing couldn't have been 1.25 inches long. He walked across some tape that was on the box. And when I picked the box back up, I was like, a baby skink. And he's sticking himself all over the place, little feet. I got a lot of little feet toe things. I don't know what was going on with that thing, so I got my knife out and I peeled that little bastard off, trying not to cut him. His tail was already stuck to the tape, and he'd separated himself from it. And so I figured, well, if he can endure that, and I guess it's okay if he loses a toe. It's better than sitting there starving himself to death, kind of like that upside down turtle. I couldn't be there for that turtle, but I saved that skink.